Okay, I think it's been about maybe 5 or 6 days since I've made a update. And it's because I really didn't want to. I didn't want to because I've fucked up. You really have to be on this journey. You really have to be dedicated, really dedicated, and know that this is what you want to do with all of your heart and soul. But because this is an initiation for me, this is a hardcore initiation for me. I didn't want to do it, but I'm being initiated, and I'm fighting it. And in fighting it, I'm learning that without control or discipline, you could really fuck yourself up and die. And that's just it. There's no sugarcoating this. I just can't sugarcoat this because death is definitely at your doorstep if you don't do this properly. And I experienced that a couple of days ago. So I ended up eating at a fucking buffet. Keep in mind the journey that I've been doing. I'm telling you, keep in mind. I understand the journey that I've been on where I've been dry fasting. My stomach has gotten smaller and smaller. So several things can go wrong when you overstuff yourself, and especially if you are addicted to food. Things can just go horribly wrong, and they did. They did. So 2 days after that, because I ate again like a dumbass, I ate again. And I felt so much pressure in my stomach. It was very, very, very painful. And I felt like I had done this 3 years ago in Mexico. But in Mexico, it was really bad. But I felt the same symptoms when I did my 36 to 37 day water fast, and then I ate. Instead of training myself to get used to food the proper way, I just ate food because of my addictive mentality. And I felt those same horrific symptoms a couple of days ago, which was like my body couldn't take all of that food. Of course it couldn't. And it didn't know what to do with all of that food. So it just felt as if I had like electrical pulses all throughout my body that were quite painful. And it wasn't to the degree I had 3 years ago, but it was still painful. And I just didn't know what to do with it. You know what I'm saying? Like my body just didn't know. I didn't know how to calm it down or how to stop it. It was just extremely painful. And I know that like, it seems like the blood is not, the circulation, it seems like the food that the body is trying to get used to, all of this food all of a sudden coming into its area, which there was none. And now all of a sudden you're bombarding it with, tons of food. So fast forward to right now, today. Thinking that I learned my lesson, and I didn't. I ate a whole bag of chips. And the reason why all of this stuff is now taking place is because I got emotional. I ended up facing someone that I love, that is in my immediate family, is facing death and the loss of, first he's facing the loss of his hand and death. So I've been dealing with that all week, and I just got extremely emotional, and I let my ego run wild. I just let my ego run wild, and I just went unconscious. There's no other excuse. I'm not making any excuse. I'm an emotional person, and I'm addicted to food. And there is no excuse but just not having the willpower to go through life and stay conscious on your journey, to understand your personality and your emotions as it pertains to food. So having an addictive personality and being addicted to food, trying to become a breatharian is going to fuck you up. Just it's gonna mess you up if you're not prepared mentally. So today I don't feel good. I have like swelling on this side of my brain, and it's because I ate a big bag of chips. I ate a big bag of chips. And I can't get over this. It's behind my eye, and all of the I feel like it's all of the chemicals. It was such a big bag. I feel so stupid like I ate it all, but I did. This has been hurting, and the swelling has gotten worse inside of it's right behind my eyes, and I know it's the chemicals because it's processed foods. And it was Doritos, the worst thing you could ever eat. I talk so bad about Doritos, but I ate them. The chemicals in there has caused something to happen to my brain, and it's just this side. And it's been for 2 days, and it hasn't gone away. So it's been a total of almost 48 hours that this swelling on my right side has taken place. And that's the only unnatural thing I've eaten. That the moment that I finished like half of the bag is when it started. And I didn't think that it was that until I finished the bag, because that's all I ate. So anyway, I just coming on here to document this stupidity, and the addiction is real, and I understand this initiation. And I know that if I don't gain willpower on this journey and be disciplined, I'm gonna fuck myself up.